to have it. There was hardly no kids at school. Like, you didn't have to go to school if you didn't want.
Were you at school?
And went now and again, didn't often go. There was only one classroom. All the rest evacuated, like Mike and all Mike's family, they all went. They went to Cornwall. Eileen and Mike and a whole lot of them. There was only a few of different ages in one classroom, that's all there was. So, I mean, turned up if you didn't, there was no register card or anything like that.
There were still teachers there.
There was a teacher there, but a lot of the teachers went with the kids, evacuated with the kids.
So, why was there any reason you weren't evacuated? Or?
Yeah, Mum wouldn't let us go. No.
She wanted to keep you safe.
Yeah, no, if we go together, sort of thing. It was her attitude. And then, by the end of 1940, the raids were easing off. They weren't so bad, and it was every night, but not continuous through the night. They did, but not all through 1940. They were very bad, and Mum decided that she'd send Patsy and I to Ireland. So that at the end of 1940, then we went to Ireland. Patsy and Mum brought us over there, and she got a visa to go, but overstayed her time by 1 day, and then couldn't get back for 6 months. She had to wait in Ireland 6 months before my dad was over. Patsy now, I mean, she was 18 months old or something like that when we went to Ireland, and Jack Flanagan, who lived next door to my granny, like when you used to see an aeroplane, well, they still used to, when you saw an airplane pass over, oh, there's an airplane, you know, bit of town. And he was called, Patsy, come see, and she went out, and she look, airplane. See plenty of them in London, she said. And I always remember her saying that. I mean, she's only, see plenty of them in London. And because he was so excited about seeing the airplane. But that was a funny thing in Ireland, in our hometown. See, and I stayed with my granny. It wasn't a very good time for me over there during that time, because I had to go to school in Ireland.
And go back
being a bit of a dum-dum, not been much schooling for the past year, you might as well say, and then didn't know any Gaelic.
They taught him Gaelic?
Oh dear, everything was Gaelic, and all I could do was, I could bless myself in Gaelic, and I could say thank you in Gaelic, and that was about my lot. The cane I got so many times because I couldn't do it. It was like, well, it was a new language that I had no idea of it. But my mum had been a good Gaelic speaker, and the nuns remembered, your mother was a Gaelic speaker, why aren't you, sort of thing, because she was, I was supposed to.
Oh, so back in your hometown this was?
You see things like, did you ever see that film, The Quiet Man? It's a very famous film. And in this town, and the whole town empties out. Well, that happened in New Ross. A German plane emptied its bombs. Didn't realise it was emptied in Ireland. And he's emptied his bombs in Campile, which is 15 miles from New Ross.
Yeah.
And everybody heard it. Our town, literally, those who didn't have a bike, a car, a horse and car, an ass and cart, walked the 15 miles down to see the bomb. The whole town literally emptied. And when I saw that film, The Quiet Man, and saw all these towns emptying out to go and see him, so that's something that I know happened, and happened in New Ross. The whole town went down to Campile to see where the bomb had dropped.
It always seems quite strange that just across the water, when you have Ireland that was very calm and peaceful and neutral during the war. Well,
they stayed neutral during the war.
But then you cross over. And
they didn't know whether to go with the German. I think they were hedging their bets. Which one would win.
Yeah, and sided them.
I don't know why they were stayed neutral, because the majority of young men left Ireland and joined the British Army and the Navy and the Air Force.
I would have thought it was just something to do. We just don't want to side with the English.
Absolutely. I mean, like now, a couple of Tommy's mates who he was at school with in Ireland came over, and they stayed with us, 3 of them, different times. But they only stayed for 18 months, because if they stayed longer than 18 months, they had to go into one of the armed forces.
Conscripted, would they?
After 18 months.
Even though they were the Irish?
Even though they were Irish, yeah. You know, you watch 18 months and they used to go back and spend a few months and then they'd come over again.